Very possible. You know, partner, with the aggressiveness displayed by Ginebra San Miguel, I guess the trade-off here is the price that you pay on team fouls, and that's why they're over there now over the limit. And Ricardo Brown returns to the floor, and out goes Lauchenko.
I'll tell you something about Ray Perez, because I had, when I was coaching LaSalle, we used to play against Perez. He was playing for Mapua then, my team was. And I'll tell you, he was not only good offenseman, shooting-wise, but he was a very good guard. And that's the reason maybe why Coach Jaworski wants him on top of Ricky Brown now.
A soft jump shot coming from Terry Saldana, stretching Ginebra's lead to 3. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Ricardo Brown pumping once. Good catch by Manny Victorino. The pass was a little bit wide, looking for Abe King. He's open right now, but there's a slide by Marquez. Here is Ricardo Brown making his move. Oh, that would have counted.
Slow reflexes by Ray Perez. Well, he hasn't played for quite some time, and I don't know if it's a wise move to put him on Ricky Brown. Anyway,
Ricardo Brown, the quick brown fox, 96% from the free throw line. That's just like putting your money in the bank.
You bet, partner. And when you say 96%, 24 out of 25, and you beat that, he's taken the most foul shots in this great-paced coffee team.
By the way, if you're wondering why a good number of players on court sport Grosby rubber shoes, well, Grosby has been named official basketball shoes of the PBA. Pants are nice, clean shaven today. Here is Perez. Trying to challenge Ricardo Brown. That could have been a big basket for the little man.
Nice boxing out tactics by Great Taste Coffee. They get the board. Just one attempt at the basket right now by Ginebra San Miguel.
One foul by Manansala, changing his mind, going to Paul Herrera, and he lost his footing.
That's right. You know, Paul should have just taken it up to the hole. He had the baseline to him, but then he faked, and that gave time for his guard to get to him. And in the process, he traveled, partner.
Well, if you keep him long enough, I think Paul Herrera will be able to get his rhythm. But the main purpose is there is to be able to eat up those defensive rebounds. On the matchup here, Abe King on Terry Saldana. He's looking for an opening. Here's Mamarino's jump shot. Terry Saldana. Unbelievable. 19-16 for Ginebra San Miguel.
Well, any team that plays Ginebra San Miguel will have to always box out Terry Saldana, because he's very adept at getting those offensive boards, and he's sure to score 2 points on the follow-up.
A loose ball foul called against Abe King, spotted by referee Felipe, and we have the first entry of Pearson in for Paul Herrera.
Okay, a strict shooter he is, and maybe he can give the lead to Great Taste. And Marquez rests Sonny Jaworski. That's the roar of approval from the Ginebra fans.
Absolutely. Offensive foul called against Terry. No, it is public.
Yes, called on Terry Saldana because he released the ball, didn't hit the ring.
Posting low, Abe King, good turn.
I like that move of Abe King. But referee Felipe sees an offensive foul, and that's going to be Abe King's 3rd personal foul. We have the slow-mo there. Let's see if Abe King...
Well, actually, Abe King, when he was curling, he stuck his left arm and held it forward. If he just had it ramrod straight, he could have gotten away. Terry Saldana, one step ahead. Tremendous take. Tremendous recovery by Ricardo Brown. Here is Pearson. From the outside, from 19, we have a big basket coming from the big man.
Lucky for Great Taste, they sank that basket because there was no offensive rebounders inside.
And Victorino, 8 points, partner, top scoring for the champions. And also 5 rebounds for Manny Victorino at the corner. Here's Arnaiz, trying to work in the pick. That's he caught the corner of the board.
Good defense. Willie Pearson on Francis Arnaiz, and Francis was asking for a foul, but the ref said, no, there's no foul there. Willie just played good defense on you, Francis.
At the backcourt combination now of the champions, Great Taste Coffee Makers, Manansala and Ricardo Brown. Perez, despite the fact that he's got 4 personal fouls, and a drive here by Ricardo Brown. That's a big one.
An impossible shot by Ricky Brown. I guess at this stage, that's the only way he can get his points to sink.
No basket from the Ginebras. On that last basket of Ricardo Brown. The Coffee Makers are in front by 1. Pearson. And here comes Carpio.
Ray Perez, partner, I think we'll get his, his 5th foul?
You're right. And the 5th personal foul on Perez, sending Carpio to the line. Carpio was born for basketball.
Oh, yes, he likes to get a lot of offensive rebounds and loose balls. inside the paint for his team. That's why I like to call him the scavenger, and he's proven me right time and again. He misses his first though.
Aside from making under 16 points per game here in the semifinal round, he had a game high of 21. He's been helping off the boards. He's been averaging 7.3 rebounds per game. Slicing the middle is Francis Arnaiz.
What a move by Francis. No offensive rebounding there by Ginebra.
That you have to see again. Ricardo Brown knew that the time was ticking away. He was able to put it up, knowing that Carpio was there just in case, and Carpio in a good position at the right time was able to go and get that big basket, stretching that lead, and they're now in front by 2 at the end of the first quarter. And really butted it out, coming from the blind side, extending help defense. By the way, Dante Gonzalgo coming off the bench, seeing action for the first time. He checked in for Perez with 5 personal fouls. Very quick inbound and a very quick basket from Terry Saldana.
That's what Jaworski is known for, quickness. He gave that pass to Terry Saldana inside for the 2 points.
Partner, during the first quarter, we experienced 5 deadlocks, and that was the 6th. We have a turnover. Here is the Big J. Last Thursday, he pumped in 5 rainbow shots. Out to Arnaiz. Pearson on him. A pick being provided by Jaworski. Offline. Here is Ricardo Brown. He had 4 points during the first quarter. He started out cold. But Victorino, he top scored for Great Taste Coffee in the first quarter with 8 points. Quick pass to Arnaiz. Sala was there, but somehow Arnaiz was able to put it up, found the room.
Again, Sonny, assist pass to Francis Arnaiz. So they're spreading out their offense right now. And Great Taste Coffee, they'll have to play more with a lot of teamwork because they're going one-on-one individual playing now by Great Taste, and they're missing a lot of shots.
Andy Gonzalgo is open from the corner. 2 hits in a row by the Ginebras. They find themselves in front by 4 points. And 27-23.
The taller players of Great Taste will have to go inside to try to control the offensive boards. Great Taste at this stage is only getting 1 shot at the basket.
On the matchup, Francis Arnaiz is now covering Ricardo Brown. They go to Carpio. He will turn around, looking for room. Shot block by Mamaril, but good positioning by Manny Victorino.
That's the way. Manny Victorino should really position himself inside. He has to help in offensive rebounding.
And Manny Victorino is the hottest coffee maker. So far, 10 points, made his first 8 during the first quarter, and he has eaten up the boards with 8 rebounds.
Big game by
Gonzalgo. Yes, definitely. One pump by the Big J. Back pass to Arnaiz. Losing the ball. Lost control. Quickly now to Carpio. Pushing it safely to Pearson. It's 2 against 1. Back again to Carpio from Pearson. Big basket from Joy Carpio.
Oh, those 2 are probably 2 of the best fast break players we have. Pearson and Joy Carpio.
It was smooth and very fluid. Inside to the Big J. Good catch. Being crowded by Carpio. Looking for a cutter. Doesn't find any. Here's Dante Gonzalgo on a running shot. Difficult. Mamaril under the basket.
Well, as they say, height is might. And that's what you have when you have a tall man inside controlling the boards. Romy Mamaril with his 2 points.
And for a moment you got the impression that that was hot coals being handled by Mamaril. So he put it up. And posting low is Pearson, and he got bumped from behind by Dante Gonzalgo.
9 minutes, 7 seconds remain here in the second quarter. And we have Boki Lauchenko checking in again for Jimmy Manansala.
And Coach Baby D has been really pacing his backcourt combination, trying to accelerate and maintain the RPM that they have. Switching over Terry Saldana to Ricardo Brown. He can handle it. He takes it from a long one. That's going to go against Manny Victorino. Off the shoulder foul.
First personal foul by Manny Victorino. Albe King is on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Now Ricky Brown seems to be missing from the outside. That might be bad news for Great Taste.
And Ricardo Brown averaging 31 points per game. Has a game high of 40, but very cold here in this first half. Quickly now, ball movement by the Ginebras. And Pearson trying to reach in, trying to stop and change the direction of Arnaiz, but it's Lauchenko. And he also came into view. That'll be Lauchenko's second personal foul. Arnaiz with Jaworski. Inside to Mamaril.
So it seems that's the name of the game right now for Ginebra and Miguel. Romulo Mamaril posting up high when Sonny Jaworski gets the ball, and then he just slides into the basket. Sonny will hit him with a loop pass, and nobody can get the ball because as we know, Abe King is on the bench now, and Manny Victorino, nobody's giving him help defense.
Amarin really crowding him. Going to Ricardo Brown. Quickly now to the open man, Lauchenko.
Okay, good shot by Boki Lauchenko there. He's known for that. He can hit you from about 10, 15, 18 feet. And Great Ace will have to go to him.
Beautiful by Pearson.
Beautiful defense by Willie Pearson. That's the second of that nature. Huh? First time around, it was on Terry Saldana or Dondon Palayo. Now on Francis Arnaiz.
And here is Terry Saldana to the Big J. And he was not yet in the court. And he just shook his head. The Big J just shaking his head. And he knew it. He knew it.
As a matter of fact, when the ball came to him, he just stopped the ball right back, hoping that the referee wouldn't see that. But referee Felipe, very quick to react to that. He called that violation.
Here's an opportunity for the Coffee Makers to tie the ball game, and Ricardo Brown succeeds. 31 all. This is our 8th deadlock. And its closeness and its pace, we are in for a cardiac game. 7 minutes and 38. We're in the second quarter. There's Saldana moving away from the basket. The Big J out, going to Dante Gonzalgo, and he bumps into Lauchenko. Foul against Dante Gonzalgo.
Nice move by Boki Lauchenko. Gets the offensive foul off Dante Gonzalgo.
Both squads carrying 2 team fouls. 7 and 29. Second period. Moving without the ball. Carpio. And here is Pearson. Up he goes. In and out. Jaworski looking downstairs. Outlet going to Terry Saldana. Stolen and saved by Pearson.
You know, many little things are happening here because of Willie Pearson. He's been blocking shots, intercepting the ball, and scoring too, partner.
And Ricardo Brown trying to look for his own opening. Shot going to the Big J. He is burning rubber. He will power inside. And the big man scores the win. Amarillo has scored 6 points here in the second quarter. And the fans of the Ginebras approve.
Romulo Mamaril is in a class by himself right now, partner. He's developed that through hard work, and he's in a class by himself.
Well, during interviews, he's going to keep it out. Taken away. Good steal by Terry Saldana. Being crowded by Lauchenko, looking for it. He's open. No basket, however. Saved by the Big J top to Terry Saldana. There's the open man. Dante Gonzalgo shot block again the third time by Pearson.
What a game by Willie Pearson.
And Francis Arnaiz fouls Carpio. And if you're looking for a Superman, it starts with a P. Pearson.
That's right. Willie Pearson is making things happen for his team now. And that's the reason why Great Ace is behind by only 2 points. We'll get a timeout. We'll be back.
Watson coming off the bench. There's a cut and anticipation by Dante Gonzalgo. Francis Arnaiz burning rubber. Here's Ricardo Brown, 6 points, made 4 during the first quarter. Francis Arnaiz, 6 points, 4 here in the second. Jaworski, and he was in between Samlani, who checked in during the break, and Lauchenko. Arnaiz changing direction.
Well, at this stage, Coach Baby is looking for combinations. And Sonny hit his first 3-point shot. His first attempt, he sinks it.
A rainbow hit coming from the living legend.
You know, Sonny Jaworski's got to be from some other era to do that thing.
They're now on top by 7 points. Ricardo Brown will take it from the side. Short. It continues to be cold. 5 minutes and 12 seconds per half. Loose ball foul. Gonna go against Steve Watson, the bandana kid.
Great Ace will have to settle down, especially in their defense. They'll have to give help. Defense, double team, triple team, a lot of switching because Ginebra San Miguel players keep on moving. Motion offense by them. Here comes Francis again.
Slicing the middle. He continues to really make that cut, and this time throwing a foul against Pearson.
Yes, and that time Great Ace again slow to react to that. They know that Francis Arnaiz likes to drive in, likes to slice the middle, so they'll have to double team or switch. Call the switch defense right away.
As Francis Arnaiz takes 2 from the line, may we remind you that tonight in Burlington basketball, join Norman Black as he discusses and demonstrates the backing violation right after this match. Manansala returns to the floor.
Yes, and Boki Lauchenko is rested by Coach Baby Talupan.
In and out. Under 5 minutes, first half. Ginebra in front by 8 points. 39-31 for Ginebra San Miguel. Here is that move of Watson offline. Top going to Francis Arnaiz. Output going to Jaworski. Good catch. Changing direction. Two on him. Ricardo Brown keeping an eye on the Big J inside. And we have a side shot coming from Gonzalgo.
Assist pass coming from Sonny Jaworski. Can you imagine Sonny Jaworski drawing the defense to him outside in the three-point area? So it's not only one. There's 2-3 people covering him. So he saw Dante Gonzalgo on the right flank all by his lonesome. So he gave the assist pass.
And the last shot of Dante Gonzalgo posting Ginebra's biggest lead of 10 points. 41-31, Ginebra San Miguel. Here's Ricardo Brown. Watson, he can shoot from the outside. The basket will not count. 25-second violation caught up against Great Taste Coffee Makers.
Well, Great Taste. Maybe Coach Baby Dalupan might call his timeout. Yes, partner. There it is. Timeout by Coach Baby Dalupan. We'll be back.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Ginebra San Miguel in front by 10. How did they do it, partner?
Well, I'll tell you, Romy Mamaril. 6 points from him. That's unlikely for him. He's getting a lot of assist passes from Coach Sonny Jaworski and scoring. And then Ricky Brown, with 3 minutes 48 seconds to go in the second quarter, he scored only 6 points. And then also maybe a third factor here would be Coach Baby Dalupan. There's a slow-mo. We'll see first. Okay, brought to you by San Miguel Beer. There's the block. Beautiful block there. But with a foul, of course, body contact. Now, another factor here would be Coach Baby Dalupan shuffling his men. And he had Watson and Samlani in there at the same time with Bokyalauchenko. So now we've got the return again of Victorino and Carpio. And rightfully so, we've got Samlani and Watson. Not seeing very much action yet in this second conference, sitting down on the bench. We expect a better game now from this Great Taste unit on court.
So, full force coming from Coach Baby D. D standing for the Dean of Coaching with 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And if Dante Gonzalgo scores this, the Coffee Makers will be trailing by 12 points. They've got 3 minutes and 48 seconds to be able to make things happen for the champions. By the way, you saw on the floor a little while ago Watson, and at halftime joined Romy Quintanar on his pre-taped interview with the Bandana Kid. Here's Manny Victorino. He was half 10 points and 8 rebounds. And that's going to be a foul against Mamaril.
14 fouls for Ginebra San Miguel, while Great Taste Coffee, they have 5. Now remember that also Steve Watson, he was in sick bay for quite some time. So it takes time for a player to come back. Expect Steve Watson to be in full force probably in the third conference.
Well, the problem of Steve Watson is because of Achilles heels. That's very, very painful. I think the try from Ricardo Brown looking for a foul. Here is Francis Arnaiz. He'll be covered by the Big J executing a drive and draw going to Dante Gonzalgo. Here is Dante Gonzalgo really making frame of the right side with 6 points.
Right, and that was another assist by Sonny Jaworski. How many assists does he have now?
We'll double check that. We have 3 minutes to go, and this is the biggest lead of Ginebra San Miguel. 45-31 under the basket, nothing there, but here is Carpio. However, 3 seconds hold against the Coffee Makers. We have a turnover.
Well, at this stage, Ginebra San Miguel seems to be doing everything right, from defense to offense. Transition game, defensive rotation. Great Taste Coffee, they'll just have to be patient and get 2 points at a time. They're forcing their shots. They're playing one-on-one. And that's not very likely the Great Taste team. We know, usually they know how to come back. But right now, they seem to be running scared, Bingoy.
A good steal by Ricardo Brown. This could be it. Yes.
There. Now they might
hit coming from Manny Victorino. His 12 point.
That time they moved the ball around very well, spotting Manny Victorino on the left flank.
Arnaiz, he will take the jump shot, dissing the glass. Nothing there that time. Here is Mamaril. Down on the floor and kept alive by Jerry Saldana hard, and a tip is still nothing there. And Manny Victorino says, forget it.
Finally a defensive board by Great Taste Coffee.
More or less on the same side. Nothing but time from Manan Sala. Here is the Big J taking the point. Changing direction, looking for an opening. He will challenge. Flash shot by the Big J. Had one rainbow hit, and that side shot is 5th point.
You know, Ginebra San Miguel, their shooting percentage from the floor seems to be all right, but Great Taste Coffee, They're the team that likes to shoot very well from the floor. You've got Willie Pearson, Carpio, Ricky Brown, Manny Victorino, Jimmy Manansala, but right now I feel they're shooting very poorly, and we'll see at the half a very low percentage from the floor by Great Taste Coffee.
Terry Saldana gets relieved. We have the re-entry of Dynamite Loyzaga.
That's the first rest by Terry Saldana.
Terry Saldana, 10 points, made a big eight during the first quarter, pulled down 7 rebounds. Ampalayo returns to the court.
Yes, and Romy Mamaril, he's done his job in the first half. Coach Sonny Jaworski tells him to take a rest.
And many of the fans here in the PBA continuously get impressed with the performance of Carpio game after game. He has been very consistent and Carpio now 10 points. Ampalayo lets it go out of the court. Dante Gonzalgo, rather. You know, Carpio 10 points, made his first 5 partner during the first quarter, and he's also helped out by pulling down 5 rebounds. Carpio born for basketball. On the matchup here, Victorino and Ampalayo. Carpio keeping an eye on Loyzaga. Ricardo Brown, of course, on the big J. There's a pick being provided by Ampalayo. Side shot by Dynamite. Nothing the time. And Manny Victorino pulling down his 10th rebound. 3 and 1. It'll go to Carpio. Good pass quickly by Ricky
Brown. And that's the game of Great Taste Coffee. Get the board and start the break. That was picture perfect Great Taste for you.
So the 14-point lead, it has now been down to 9 from the corner. Here's Dante Gonzalgo.
Oh, that's traveling by Dante Gonzalgo. He brought his foot back, his pivot foot. And referee Felipe, I'll tell you, the 3 referees all on the ball, particularly referee Felipe, is calling very good calls.
They go against the Carpio. One pump, he'll work the baseline. He powers inside, almost had it. Pearson for the offensive boards, and he drew a foul, maybe against Dante Gonzalgo.
Correct. It's the 3rd personal foul of Dante Gonzalgo, and 16 fouls for Ginebra San Miguel. Great Taste has 5.
47-38. Ginebra San Miguel in front. A minute and 4 here in the first half. Terry Saldana, they need him, and he's back there in the court, and Dante Gonzalgo rests. He gets a big hand. 8 explosive points during the second quarter and 1 offensive rebound. But Dante Gonzalgo, 3 personal fouls. Here's Ricardo Brown being hounded by the big J. At the corner, it is Manny Victorino looking for a cutter. He will challenge.
Manny Victorino lifts his pivot foot. Again, a turnover by Great Taste Coffee. Very uncharacteristic for them. Turnovers and the low shooting percentages from the floor. Great Taste Coffee will definitely have to wake up in the second half.
Well, Manny Victorino was trying to fake out Ampalayo from Rainbow Country. Long the time from the big J. Quickly to Ricardo Brown. Being guarded by the big J. He'll take the jump shot from 16. Short. He'll go back inside. Good pass by Ricardo Brown to Carpio. Carpio is completing the play for the coffee maker.
And that was a sign of a good player there. Ricky Brown missed his first attempt, got the ball back. He had an open shot, but he said, even if I'm a good outside shooter, I'm missing them today, so I might as well give it to my teammates. There he did to Joy Carpio.
Manasala, the inside track. Here's Ricardo Brown. Good pass to Pearson. He can jump and he can shoot too. Not the time. Carpio almost had it. Got a little nudge from the big J. Foul against Jaworski.
Well, that was a good foul by Sonny Jaworski because Carpio again established good offensive positioning there. He had the inside track on Sonny Jaworski. So Carpio has been very visible in today's game.
Jaworski's first personal foul, however, it placed the Ginebras in penalty situation. Good interception by Arnaiz.
And 2 seconds remain in the first half.
So, at the end of the first 2 quarters, Ginebra San Miguel is won by 9. We'll be right back. Portion of the first quarter, the coffee makers were off to a good start. 4-0, a long one, nothing the time from the big J. And it's going to be a loose ball foul. Going to go against Ampalayo, trying to find Manny Victorino for the offensive rebound. And Ampalayo draws the foul. That'll be his 3rd personal.
Very strong starting 5s here. Carpio, King, Victorino, Pearson, Brown for Great Taste. Saldana, Loyzaga, Ampalayo, Arnaiz, and Jaworski for Ginebra San Miguel. Sonny Jaworski's never done this either. Put himself with Chito Loyzaga and Francis Arnaiz at the start of the second half. He's never done that before. Now he wants it.
A slide play. And Abe King scoring his 4th point. High time for Terry Saldana, nothing the time. And from the blind side, Terry Saldana came into view. Here's the Big J.
Terry Saldana initiated that steal for Ginebra San Miguel.
A high arch, a big, nice looper coming from Francis Arnaiz. That drew an applause from the fans of Ginebra San Miguel.
Well, I kept on looking at Francis. He looked up to the skies above and said, "Thank you, Lord."
Now you've got 3 guards, 3 backcourt men from Ginebra San Miguel. Jaworski, Arnaiz, and Chito Loyzaga. What's the rationale behind this, partner, as the Ginebras defend? Here is Manny Victorino and a turnaround shot.
Well, Sonny Jaworski likes to have a strong defensive 5 now. Of course, Sonny Jaworski and Chito Loyzaga, we know they're the best defensive backcourt tandem in the land. Now, Francis Arnaiz, you can put him in because he's a guard. So Sonny Jaworski puts him in as a shorter forward because Francis Arnaiz likes to score a lot, likes to run the break a lot. So that's a player that you have to have on court. He plays a forward position now.
And you've got to be impressed with Terry Saldana on that last offensive scoring sock that he just displayed.
Partner, we've got 3 forwards also for Great Taste Coffee. In the Pearson is there, Joy Carpio and Abe King. Victorino center. It's only Ricky Brown who is a guard playing now. So 3 guards for Ginebra San Miguel, 3 forwards for Great Taste. Why? Because Coach Baby Dalupan wants to up his stat in the shooting percentages from the floor. He wants to get some good shooting from his men. That's why he's putting 3 forwards now.
Second personal foul called against Robert Jaworski. 2 team fouls by Ginebra San Miguel with 10 minutes. Here is Anthony Ampalayo, and the door was shut on him by Pearson. The Big J top of the key. He's looking for an opening. Back again to him, and he drives. Nothing in the trap by Chito Loyzaga, but he drew a foul against Manny Victorino. Victorino's second personal foul. Only the first team foul by Great Taste Coffee.
Well, very nice play there, Sonny Jaworski to Ampalayo. Then he went inside, didn't go play. He didn't make the basket, but again, Chito Loyzaga hustling for that offensive follow-up. Gets the foul from Victorino.
We have more than 9,000 fans here in Ultra. Ricardo down on the Big J. Gonna work on that pick. There is Saldana on the outside. He can stretch better and he posts low. Can slip through the fingers of Ampalayo. Pass a little bit too hard for him to handle. Quickly now to Ricardo Brown. Changing pace. Here is Carpio. Up he goes.
Oh, that would be one of my favorite players, Joy Carpio. He's got the baseline. He'll score the 2 points.
He's been very, very consistent. Same as Manny Victorino. But Abe King has been scoring now. He's got 3 points out of his 5 right in the third quarter. 4 rebounds for him, and all of a sudden, the guns of Ginebra is getting cold. It is 53-47. Ginebra, San Miguel. Pearson from the wings.
2 points at a time. Brown hitting Pearson again. Open Willie Pearson scores at 2 points. So Ricky Brown is concentrating now on his assisting prowess because he has hit 2 out of 11 only. 18% from the field goal shooting percentage and 2 out of 2 free throws, 100%, but only 18% Ricky Brown so far in the ball game.
And Francis Arnaiz with his jumper, top scores for Ginebra San Miguel for 13 points. Last touch on the foot of Ricardo Brown.
Well, what happened there was Terry Saldana played good defense on Ricky Brown, thereby making Ricky dribble the ball on his foot, and it went out to the sideline. So the little things Ginebra San Miguel is doing up to this stage, let's see if Great Taste Coffee can do that.
Here's Mr. Clutch going to dynamite Loyzaga. The Big J. He'll take it from 21.5. Quickly now to Pearson to Abe King. Looking for Carpio. Changing direction. Here is Carpio. Out to Ricardo Brown. He's open. Oh, good basket. He touched on the outer line.
Okay, so it's only 2 points. I thought it was 3-point shot, so Ricky Brown might get his bearings now.
He's got 8 points. Air ball from Francis Arnaiz. It is a 4-point Ginebra lead. We started the third quarter with Ginebra San Miguel in front by 9. Ricardo Brown is threatening.
Yes, Ricky Brown playing his usual game again, and Ginebra San Miguel will have to tighten up their defenses. They thought Ricky was slow, sure, 18% so far, 2 out of 11, but then now he shoots 2 in a row, partner.
And Francis Arnaiz goes into his daredevil act.
You know, I'll tell you, the way Francis Arnaiz has been playing here in the semifinals, it's as if he owned the court. Anytime he wants to go in, anytime he wants to split that lane, he can. So the defenses will have to tighten up, not only Great Taste Coffee, any team for that matter, against Francis Arnaiz.
Bouncing it to the open man, and Manny Victorino just kept on going. Good assist coming from Ricardo Brown. Here is Dynamite Loyzaga. Terry Saldana. He's been quiet lately. He will challenge, and he gets a soft touch.
Slow to react there was King to give help defense. One-on-one, Terry Saldana is such a fantastic player. More than that, he will score the 2 points.
Ended up with 10 points at the end of the first half. Terry Saldana.
Ampalayo will get his 4th personal foul, and there was no call actually by the ref, but when they saw Victorino reacting, because the ball went out of bounds, it was supposed to be Ginebra's ball, Victorino reacted, so the referee calls a foul on Ampalayo, and we've got a timeout. We'll be back.
Arnaiz with 15 points, making 6 here in the third, and 4 points from Terry Saldana out of his 14. And you've got great pace knocking at the door. And during the break, Mamaril back in the court for Ginebra San Miguel. It's a 2-point lead now by Ginebra San Miguel. He started the third with Ginebra in front by 9. They go to Francis Arnaiz from outside. Saldana jumped in. Good steal by Dynamite Loyzaga. Here is the Big J. Inside going to Chito Loyzaga. Dynamite is light as a feather tonight.
Yes, and that would have counted had he scored there. That's a foul. But the ball did not go in, so Chito will get 2 from the line. Well, what Great Pace is doing at this stage, Ricky Brown does not really have his game going for him, so he's playing decoy tonight. When he tries to get free of his man, so they try to double team. And the one that double teams him, the man, his teammate will slide to the basket. Earlier, that's how Victorino got the 2 points.
Well, Chito Loyzaga, averaging under 17 points per game, is having difficulty scoring from the floor, being shadowed by Carpio, who just drew his first personal foul a little while ago. A split by Loyzaga puts Ginebra in front by 3, 60-57, under 6 minutes here in the third. Victorino on the outside, drawing out Mamaril. King waiting for his time. And the Big J trying to help out, and there's a little headache on the part of Manny Victorino.
Well, Mamaril is taking on Manny Victorino, and that was a foul of Mamaril. Mamaril gets his 2nd personal foul. It's Chito Loyzaga. Well, he's taking on Joy Carpio now, but earlier he was taking on Ricky Brown and was denying Ricky the ball.
Here's Ricardo Brown. He's got 10 points. He continues to go. Running shot. 12 points now, making 6 out of the 12 right here in the third. He ended with 6 during the first half, only 2 points during the second quarter. There's a move by Chito Loyzaga, does not get the pass. Actually, he's trying to draw out and keep Carpio from the shaded lane. Inside, going to Terry Saldana. One pump, shot block by Pearson. That's his 4th. But Terry Saldana went there, no basket, however, picking out from King to Carpio, keeping an eye on Pearson. Francis Arnaiz trying to slam the door on him. He looks for an opening, going up. And a back top. Good thing that Terry Saldana was right there. Francis Arnaiz changing direction. Back rim shot. Mamaril is right there. Same as Manny Victorino. They struggle for possession. It's going to be a jump ball.
You can see that in your screen. Manny Victorino and the tall man, Mamaril, contesting that rebound. So held ball now. Jump ball between the two of them. You know, Pearson is really playing good basketball. Defensively especially, he's leaving his man when the pass is given inside and he's double teaming. So he's got 4 shot blocks in the game so far.
Jump one by Great Taste Coffee. Pearson to King. King 7 rebounds and exploding with 5 points out of his 7 right here in the third. Here's Manny Victorino on the outside. Carpio. Ricardo Brown. He's got 12 points. Switching over is Arnaiz. Quickly to Pearson, is open below the key. Big basket for Pearson.
And it's a 1-point lead by Great Taste Coffee Makers. Slowly but surely they've come back and they're playing precision ball at this stage. It's but fitting that Pearson hit that and gave them a 1-point lead because he's been playing such a nice game tonight.
It's been a long time for the champions. Here's Terry Saldana, jammed by Carpio. A switch there by Manny Victorino on Loyzaga. Carpio slamming the door on Terry Saldana. Foul going against Joy Carpio. That will be his 2nd personal foul.
Well, that was a good foul to give up because it's on a side court throw-in. And Sonny Jaworski comes in. Foul on Sonny Jaworski. He tried to get the offensive board after he missed the shot. Usually that happens. So that's going to be Sonny's 3rd personal foul. And he's giving some instructions to his assistant coach, Rino Salazar.
Time is 4 minutes and 15 seconds right here in the third. And Great Taste is in the lead by 1 point. 60 for Ginebra San Miguel, 61, the champions. And because of 3 personal fouls and he got a hack on his right arm, he gets himself relieved, and we have the return of Dante Gonzalgo. Jaworski, 5 points, 1 rainbow hit, all in the second quarter. He has also pulled down 5 rebounds, but is down with 3 personal fouls. Here's Carpio. King, quick ball movement by the coffee makers. Inside, hook shot by Victorino, nothing here. Mamarillo pulling it down quickly, safely to Carpio. And here's the lead pass to Arnaiz. Dante Gonzalgo is open. Instant basket coming from Dante Gonzalgo.
10 points now by Dante Gonzalgo. He had 8 points in the first half, and then he shoots 1 from the flank. Instant offense.
You talked about it, 8 points. That all exploded during the second quarter. Here's Ricardo Brown and a low dribble, slide fake to Carpio. Carpio getting another basket.
It's going to count, and that's what we were saying earlier. You saw Ricky Brown getting the ball, and the double team on Ricky Brown. So very smart player, Ricky. He knows that his teammate will be free. Watch that in slow-mo. There is a slide by Carpio inside. Ricky spotting him, and the 2 points plus the bonus. So Ricky is playing intelligent basketball at this stage, not really scoring too much, but looking for the open man, drawing the defense to him.
A big night, an exceptional night for Carpio. He has kept them alive during their dark moments, and right now he's got 19 points, edited 14 during the first half. He's also put down 6 rebounds. All he had to do was just keep on going, and Ricardo Brown will hit you. Air pass going to Terry Saldana, and a quick basket. Good pass coming from Arnaiz. That had to be perfect.
Yes, and Terry Saldana was able to get away from his man that time. Victorino too late in giving help defense.
Prior to this, our last deadlock was at 31 all. This is now our 9th tie at 64 all. 3 minutes here in the third. From the corners, Ricardo Brown. Carpio. In and out.
Orange, Mamarillo, last touch. So Abe King calling that play very fast, very quickly. Green Team will keep the ball. We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
This is our 9th deadlock. Ricardo Brown looking for room. Down on the floor. And he is looking at the Ginebra.
Chito Loyzaga, yes, he's looking at Chito Loyzaga because Chito did cut in. Let's see if we got that in slow-mo. And he didn't. Okay, there Francis Arnaiz will get the foul. And watch Chito on the right side of the screen. There he will move in and put out his elbow, partner.
And Ricardo Brown certainly gave him that icy look. The game is intense. Ginebra San Miguel over the limit. 3 team fouls only being carried by Great Taste Coffee Makers. 2 and 45. Ricardo Brown has exploded and continues to burn. So far, 13 points. If he makes this, he'll be scoring 8 points out of his 14 right here in the third quarter. Great Taste in front by 2, courtesy of Ricardo Brown from the line. Mamarillo on the outside, making his move, trying to go on low post. That was knocked out by Pearson. Two minutes and 33. Ginebra's trailing by 2. Arnaiz on Ricardo Brown, moving closer. And for good measure, Mamarillo was there, slamming the door on him.
And Felipe getting a bump from Ricky Brown. Took about 4 or 5 steps. Well, that's another thing. Francis cannot take on Ricky alone. Teammates of Arnaiz will have to back him up too and give help defense.
The third personal foul against Francis Arnaiz, and for every trip that he takes, Ricardo Brown capitalizes on the free throws. Well, he is 96%.
Right, even if Ricky Brown has been missing his shots in the first half, he is always a threat inside, so his teammates realize this and they're starting to give him the open baseline, trying to isolate him one-on-one against Francis.
A blocking foul called against Pearson. That will be his third personal foul. Well, Ricardo Brown has taken over, partner. He's exploding with 10 points out of the 16. Perez is back in the court.
Right, Sonny Jaworski noticed this, so he's placed back Ray Perez. Let's see if Ray can do a job on Ricky again as he did in the first half.
Instead of the ball, trying to reach in, Manny Victorino tags Terry Saldana for his third personal foul, moving the team fouls of Great Taste Coffee to 5, while Ginebra's over the limit. Back again to Perez. He's thinking about it. He wants to move a little bit closer. Pearson is right there, covering him. He looks for the room. No way, but foul up. Still nothing there from Dynamite Loyzaga. Loyzaga has been limited to only 2 points tonight. Perez playing with 5 personal fouls. Posting low, Manny Victorino. Mamarillo is there, trying to get his footing, looking for the open man. Can't find any. Out to Abe King, who spots from the wings. Air ball. Manny Victorino for a moment had it, And we may end up with a jump ball. No, it's going to be a foul.
Fourth foul on Manny Victorino. Abeking has 3. Willie Pearson has 3. Now, Ginebra, San Miguel, Mamaril, and Gonzalgo have 3 personals apiece alongside Stanley Jaworski. Ray Perez has 5. So Manny will have to watch it. He's an important player in this great Taste ball club.
His 4th personal foul. Manny Victorino has moved the team fouls of Great Taste Coffee to 6. A minute and 17. And right now, Ginebra's trailing by 2 points. Here's Manny Victorino. He'll take it all the way. No basket, however. Terry Saldana on a dribble. Gives it to Perez. Here comes Perez. Shot block. That's the 5th time by Pearson.
5 shot blocks by Willie Pearson. What a performance by him. And you know what makes it even a greater performance? Never mind if he's not scoring, never mind if he's not assisting, not stealing, but he's doing all those things. There, in slow-mo, you saw Willie Pearson again give help defense, gets his 5th block in the ball game.
And the Big J doesn't like the situation. They're trailing by 2 points. After 9, when we started the 3rd quarter, is back in the floor. Jaworski rejoins Loyzaga, Dante Gonzalgo, Terry Saldana, and Mamaril. While on the part of Coach Baby D, he keeps his 5 to post of Carpio, Abeking, Pearson with 5 shot blocks, and we have a turnover. Ricardo Brown and Watson back on the floor. Nice. He can spot from the outside.
Nice steal by Steve Watson. He just came in and got a steal.
He is open. Mamaril controls the boards, and Carpio will get on the floor. Is Carpio will get his 3rd personal foul, showing his frustration. And he just collapsed. That's his 3rd personal foul. He was surprised with that call on him, and that also placed Great Taste Coffee in penalty situation with 42 seconds out safely to Dynamite. Here is the Big J. He can hit you from Rainbow Country. They're trailing by 2. 35 seconds here in the 3rd.
Steve Watson foul on Terry Saldana. Coach Baby the Lupa knows the value of Terry, so he sent in Steve Watson to try to stop Terry, but since they're in penalty, Terry will shoot 2 from the line.
Terry Saldana, 72% from the free throw line here in the semifinal round.
Aside from that, he averages 20 points a game, and in the rebounding department, he has 13 a game, partner. Average 13 a game.
Score remains the same after the miss of Terry Saldana. 34 seconds before the end of the 3rd. He makes the 2nd. By the way, even if you've scored only a basket in an entire match, which happens to be the winning basket, you can very well be a candidate for our Best Player of the Game award, which will come your way right after this match. That's rare, however. You've got to look at the overall ball game. Ricardo Brown making his move. Crashing on Dante Gonzalgo, but Ricardo Brown was fouled as he was going on 2nd gear. And it's going to go against Robert Jaworski. Jaworski's 4th personal foul, sending Ricardo Brown to the line.
And you see Sonny Jaworski scratching his neck over there.
So Manny Victorino, who's sitting out right now, 4 personal fouls, and the Big J, also 4 personal fouls.
It's a 4-point lead now by Great Taste Coffee. Okay, 3 points because earlier there was a 1 free throw missed by Terry Saldana.
13 seconds. 3rd quarter. Down on the floor. Watson and Terry Saldana. And Steve Watson giving a little tap at the back of Terry Saldana. So we have a turnover. And they're trying to crowd Ricardo Brown safely to Pearson. What a spinning move. Here comes Watson. No basket. Abeking powers inside.
It's going to count. It's going to count. Big offensive rebound by Abeking in the follow-up shot.
That's it for the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Points, but then Ginebra San Miguel, a big 11-point explosion by them, gave them a 9-point lead at the half. But here in the 3rd quarter, 14 points by Great Taste over Ginebra because of good defense. In particular, in the last 3 offensive plays, Steve Watson on Terry Saldana. And we'll see that here, 60% shooting by Great Taste in the 3rd quarter, 33% only by Ginebra San Miguel. Rebounds, 15 by Great Taste, Ginebra at 11. 8 assists by Great Taste, Ginebra at 3. So turnovers, that was only stat that Ginebra won out 4-3. But we see that Great Taste is starting to move the ball around, looking for the open man, and controlling the boards too.
After Terry Saldana intercepted, a back shot by Ricardo Brown. We're off and away here in the 4th and last quarter with the defending champions, in front by 5 points. Good hit coming from Francis Arnaiz, and he's back on the floor together with Chito Loyzaga, Ampalayo, Mamaril, and Terry Saldana.
Yes, Francis came in for Ray Perez to add more offensive shock to the team, but he'll have to do a good defensive job on Ricky Brown.
Well, Ricardo Brown took charge during the third quarter, exploded with 13 out of his 17. He went to the line 4 times, and he was perfect, made 8 out of 8. Here is Carpio, shot block by Mamaril. They're looking for the handle. Abe King does it the hard way, no basket. Quickly now. And the referee, Felipe, stops play. There's going to be a foul against Carpio.
You know, Carpio and Abe King, they were controlling the offensive boards, but then they just couldn't get their attempts to sink. And Ginebra, they got the defensive board and a foul from Joy Carpio. So I like the aggressiveness, the intensity of these two men underneath the boards.
But Carpio has to temper himself. He already has 4 personal fouls. High time by Terry Saldana.
What a move by Terry. There were 3 great taste players in there, and they should know by now that every time he goes up, he'll bring the ball down and put it up again. But how can you stop a guy like that? The best thing to do, I guess, is just foul him or keep him away from the paint.
The Ginebras are back in business. Great Taste in front by 1. Watson is open. In and out. Backed up going to Pearson, but there's a foul.
Abe King might get his 4th personal foul.
Now he backed off on Terry Saldana, who went for the defensive rebounds, and that'll be a topic discussed by Norman Black during the Burlington Clinic.
That's 4 personal fouls on Abe King, partner.
And you've got 4 jewels of Great Taste carrying 4 personal fouls. Manny Victorino, he's got 4. He's sitting it out right now. And now Abe King and Carpio. Terry Saldana, he will stretch.
So this time he tells Steve Watson, okay, you played good defense on me the last time around, last 3 offensive plays, but I'll score the 2 points on you.
Terry Saldana, 23 points.
Yes, he cannot be contained at this stage. Definitely, help defense will have to be given up by Great Taste Coffee.
And so far, with 9:46, Great Taste has not scored a basket yet here in the 4th quarter.
Ampalayo and Mamaril double teamed on Steve Watson and got the block on him. Steve still a little rusty from his injuries. Will have to settle down. So what they're doing is that they're denying Ricky Brown the balls, Willie Pearson the ball. They're allowing Steve Watson to play one-on-one because they know that he's doesn't have his game back yet.
Well, he may be rusty, but not his attitude. Watson is all go and go. And that's going to be a pushing foul called against Steve Watson, the bandana kid.
Well, partner, at this stage, Great Taste Coffee has 3 team fouls. Ginebra is clean. We've got 9 minutes 25 seconds remaining and an early timeout here by Coach Baby Dalupan. We'll be back.
3 team fouls being carried by Great Taste already, while the Ginebras are clean.
Okay, Coach Baby Dalupan called that timeout. Maybe he noticed that the Ginebra players were allowing Steve Watson to play offensive basketball. Maybe he noticed that, so that's what's happening now, and he gets his 4th personal foul.
And 14 fouls by Great Taste at 9 minutes and 15 seconds. And here's the return of Manny Victorino.
Yes, Coach Baby Dalupan realizes this. He has put in Manny Victorino again, who has 4 personal fouls. He'll be taking on the deadly Terry Saldana.
Watson back at the bench. He did not score from the floor. Pulled down 1 defensive rebound, but 4 personal fouls. Posting low is the stretch man. Terry Saldana. Here is the move. For a moment, Loyzaga was a little bit off, and a long shot coming from Francis Arnaiz.
Well, it was with the entry of Francis Arnaiz in the 4th quarter that Ginebra San Miguel exploded for 8 straight points, and Great Taste Coffee not a single point up to this stage.
3 minutes and 15 seconds as the silence broken by Pearson.
Nice fake there. Arm and shoulder fake. He was able to get the lane and the 2 points.
Well, Pearson went with the 2nd gear, and nobody could catch up. Here's Francis Arnaiz. Francis Arnaiz right now with 19 points. Going to Ampalayo on the outside. Trying to do Carpio. Been very steady, consistent for the coffee makers. Francis Arnaiz on top of the key. It's a loose ball. The coffee makers will be keeping possession. 8 minutes and 17 seconds. 4th and last quarter. Here's Ricardo Brown. 17 points is credit. Hasn't bought a basket here in the 4th. Manny Victorino. Ricardo Brown. Rebound going to Ampalayo. Ampalayo putting down his 8th rebound. Loyzaga limited to 2 points only tonight. He's been averaging 16.7 points per game. Looking for Terry Saldana. Good move, good turn by Manny Victorino. Here is Pearson. Strong night for him also. Abe King, pick jump shot.
Yes. The Great Taste Trophy has been playing good defense, in particular against Terry Saldana. He's starting to move the ball well again, and they're ahead by 1 point.
Abe King has pulled down 10 big rebounds and 11 points to his credit, and he was just smoking during the third quarter, pumping in 7 important points during the big move. Changing direction is Francis Arnaiz. That should have counted.
That's true. Partner continuation would have given Francis Arnaiz there. But he's going to get 2 from the stripe. We see the return now of playing coach Sonny Jaworski. They need his intensity in there. Chito Loyzaga will rest and probably come back after 2-3 minutes.
You've got 5 players from the Coffee Maker squad with 4 personal fouls. Out of those 5 players, Watson is the only one sitting down. Victorino, Abe King, Brown, and Carpio. No, Pearson and Carpio with 4 personal fouls each. Brown does not have a personal foul. Now, we have Jaworski with 4 personal fouls. Ampalayo also with 4 personal fouls.
So that we've got a tight ball game again. Francis splitting his charity. 7 minutes, 20 seconds remain in the game.
You're right, our 11th deadlock. 5 team fouls already being carried by Great Taste. This could work against them because the Ginebras, they don't have 1 personal foul except on that one. That's the first one. Called against Mamarill. That will be his 4th personal foul.
Right. Partner, the importance of this game is such that the loser here, we know that Tanduay is coming up strong. If they should win 3 games in the second round, the loser here, even if they should beat Shell, will be disqualified if the winner here can defeat Shell. So it's a very important game. The winner will have the edge for that final slot.
Here is Carpio. He's making his moves. Carpio knocking in his 21 points. That's a big, strong performance for Carpio. Carpio normally just under 16 points. Exceptional night for Carpio. Here's the stretch man. He's as steady as the sunrise.
And how many points? Maybe close to 30 points now for Terry Saldana.
There's no stopping Terry Saldana. He's got 25. And this is our 12th deadlock at 78 all. We're in for a cardiac finish. Manny Victorino continues to move without the ball. Looking for an opening. He found it. 2 pumps. Big basket.
Beautiful fake by Manny Victorino. You know, Mamarill didn't bite the first time, but he beat the second. And yes, he gets the foul. Victorino gets the 2 points plus a bonus shot.
And Mamarill is in trouble. 5 personal fouls and the second team foul by Ginebra San Miguel. Here is the change. Change of the lineup. Chito Dynamite Loyzaga for Mamarill. Mamarill unexpectedly came up with 6 points during the second quarter and has pulled down 9 rebounds. Manny Victorino the spotlight. He has pulled down 11 rebounds. He just nailed down his 19th point. Changing direction is Arnaiz. Pearson on him. The Big J in Rainbow Country. Out safely to Arnaiz. He splits the middle. No basket at time. Here comes Pearson. He's burning rubber. Tailgating is the Big J. Ricardo Brown. Shifting direction. 1 pump. The quick Don Fox has done it again. The Coffee Makers, 83. Ginebra, 78. Retaliation by Francis Arnaiz, who was in second gear. Francis now 22 points to his credit.
They'll have to tighten up the defenses on Ricky Brown. He's catching fire, and despite double teaming tactics on him, he's still getting them up and in.
Time is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It's a 3-point Great Taste lead, 83-80.
Oh, what a move. What a move by Abe King, huh? He was so, Willie Pearson streaking inside, gave him the assist pass. Sonny gets the foul.
While Pearson did not get the basket, Jaworski drew his 5th personal foul. 5 personal fouls by Robert Jaworski and the 3rd team foul by Ginebra San Miguel. The team fouls are Great Taste. They've stopped at 5.
That's a long way off. 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Sonny has his 5th personal foul. What Ginebra San Miguel should do is try to get the 7th team foul from Great Taste Coffee. So any foul after that will merit them 2 shots from the line.
8 points for Pearson. 80% from the free throw line. Here is the Big J. They're trailing by 5 points. They go to Terry Saldana. He's looking for the handle. Diving for the save. Manny Victorino trying to take it away from him, so it will be a jump ball. Both players down on the floor. Pearson, very quick, trying to extend help defense.
Yes, and a lot of hustle by Manny Victorino and Willie Pearson. Like you say, help defense again. Earlier, he had 5 shot blocks because of that. Now, he was able to get that ball, and it was Manny Victorino and Terry Saldana that are going to jump. No, they're going to put Willie Pearson in there. Yes, I thought I saw Willie. He was the one who initiated that steal.
The players and the fans and the officials agree and jump. Ginebra will keep. Last touch, great taste. 5 minutes and 5 seconds is a 5-point Coffee Makers lead, 85-80.
You know, of course, the man to go to is Terry Saldana, but maybe Ginebra San Miguel should change their tactics somewhat because Great Taste Coffee is aware of this and they're double teaming Terry Saldana. There, Francis Arnaiz gets one from the outside.
Mr. Clutch.
Good move by Sonny Jaworski that time. Don't force the issue. Look for the open man.
While Terry Saldana scored 25 points, Francis Arnaiz is right behind with 24. Here is Abby King. He's got 11 points as credit and 10 rebounds. He's playing with 4 personal fouls. From the corner is Manny Victorino. Loyzaga on him. Pearson trying to move without the ball. Trying to play hide and seek with Jaworski with 5 personal fouls. Here's Ricardo Man. Almost stolen by Arnaiz, and he's burning hot from the colors. He honestly felt that he was able to take away from the quick bound box.
Let's see that on slow-mo. I thought Francis, well, could have been a clean steal, but I don't know if his hand. Let's see. Now he's going to turn around. There, Francis. Well, we had San Miguel beer over there, so we couldn't see very well.
A body block called against Francis Arnaiz. Arnaiz in his 4th personal foul. Big basket from Ricardo Brown, who was able to get away.
And let's not forget the assist from Joy Carpio.
22 points to the credit of Ricardo Brown. He only had 6 during the first half, and you predicted that he was going to burn, and he is certainly hot.
Well, 38% shooting from the floor in the first half by Great Taste Coffee, but now they're probably shooting about 60-55%.
Terry Saldana. Jaworski. Abby King blocked that shot.
Abby King, and we've got very many shot blocks from Great Taste Coffee in this game. They're really putting the umbrella-like defense in the paint now, and Ginebra San Miguel seem not to be able to score from there.
The Ginebras, they get back 25 seconds. Here's Francis. Again, he does it.
It's the sniping of Francis Arnaiz from the outside that's keeping his team close to that lead of Great Taste Coffee. 3 minutes, 54 seconds remain in the ball game.
He has ignited with 9 points right here in the 4th quarter for his 24. Great Taste by 3. 3 minutes and 45. Time is ticking away, and the pressure is on. Abby King. Offline.
Yes, Manny Victorino foul. And that's going to be Manny Victorino's 5th personal foul. 16 fouls for Great Taste Coffee. You know, another ploy that Great Taste is doing, they're using Manny. Okay, there's a slow-mo on the left side, upper side of your screen there, the foul. And we've got a timeout. We'll be back.
Ampalayo and Loyzaga from scoring. As a matter of fact, they have not scored at all here in the 4th quarter. Sure, Arnaiz has sunk 11 points out of his 26. And Terry Saldana, 6 out of his 25. Only 2 Ginebra squad players are scoring here in the 4th quarter.
Ricky Brown looks fierce. I wish we could catch that in slow-mo because it did look like he had a clean interception. I think Terry Saldana right side, he was a little slow. Ricky Brown was able to tap the ball, but the referee called the foul on him.
A long one from the Big J. It's a rainbow hit. Here he comes. That's his 2nd tonight. Don't forget that last Thursday he came up with 5 big ones.
And Great Taste Coffee is in penalty while Ginebra San Miguel has 14 fouls.
Jaworski, playing with 5 personal fouls, has tied the ball game at 87 all. Time, 3 minutes to go. Carpio on the outside, the 50-foot line, looking for Ricardo Brown, top of the key. Quickly now to Abby King. There's a cut by Ricardo Brown.
Yes, partner, and I don't think it's such a good move to have Jaworski and Ricky Brown with 5 personal fouls. Sonny Jaworski might just get his 6th personal foul and foul out of the game because Ricky Brown, he's got a lot of moves.
Well, that's a decision for Robert Jaworski himself. He's the playing coach. Inside, going to Ampalayo, who's quickly scores. Jaworski spotted the open man. Ampalayo was on motion offense, moving without the ball. 14th of deadlock at 89 all. Time down to 2 minutes and 23. We're in for a cardiac finish. Hang in there.
Well, it's Sonny Jaworski taking Willie Pearson. There was a switch only, as now there's a switch again.
Manny Victorino had to stretch.
Defense will play the game right now. It's going to spell the defense in this game.
A turnaround shot by Manny Victorino. It's a big one. His 21st point. Victorino 14 rebounds.
2 minutes. Last 2 minutes.
Terry Saldana 25 points. Abby King on him. Abby King playing with 4 personal fouls. Good move by Terry Saldana. 27 big points for the Plastic Man. And again, we have a deadlock. The 15th time at 91 all. A minute and 36 seconds.
The level of individual defense will have to come up now. Earlier, Victorino had one over Loyzaga, and then Terry Saldana made one over Abby King.
And scramble for the loose ball. Picked up by Abby King. Out to Ricardo Brown. Trying to disengage from Francis Arnaiz, who switched over to him. Inside. There is a bad pass. Palayo was there to pick it up. The big J going to the air. Good catch by Terry Saldana. Hang time, nothing there. Terry Saldana is crowded. He was trying to go for second service. He was fouled under the basket. Time, a minute and 10 seconds to go.
Partner, Willie Pearson gets his 5th personal foul. So Manny Victorino and Willie Pearson have 5 apiece. The King and Joy Carpio have 4 personals each. Sonny Jaworski with 5 personal fouls. There's the slow-mo replay. Arnaiz has 4 personal fouls.
That second spring of Terry Saldana. He got the offensive board. It may be a timeout. Yes, it's a timeout. We'll be back. A lot of pressure. It's winning time for Terry Saldana. Here is a man who's only 72% from the free throw line. And he's displaying his true value.
Okay, defense is going to play a key factor in tonight's game, especially in the last 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Okay, Saldana gets 2, and that's a 2-point lead for Ginebra San Miguel. Individual defense in particular, especially for great taste, because they're in penalty and they cannot afford to foul any Ginebra player anymore.
Abby King and Manny Victorino playing with 5 personal fouls. Robert Jaworski, 5. There's a move by Carpio, blocked by Jaworski. Looking for a cutter, can't find any right now. So Manny Victorino lost it when he made his turn. Foul called against Ampalayo, who was coming in from the blind side. Ampalayo's 5th personal foul. So there are now
2 players.
2 players on the floor.
Yes. And we've got a timeout now. We'll be back. They only have 5 team fouls, so that means they can still give up 2. If they can use that to their advantage, then they might just pull out this one tonight.
Ampalayo on Carpio. And Arnaiz. It's a pick provided by Carpio, and that foul is going to go against Francis Arnaiz.
5 personals on Francis, partner. So both Sonny Jaworski and Francis Arnaiz have 5 personal fouls.
Also Ampalayo. Manny Victorino posting low. He comes out, trying to provide a pick and looking for the opening. Ricardo Brown, slide play.
Loyzaga, a big foul on the sliding Manny Victorino inside. Now they're all equal at 7.
The second personal foul on Loyzaga placed Ginebra San Miguel in penalty situation. The coffee makers are over the limit. Time left, 33 seconds. Ginebra's in front by 2. Here is Carpio being crowded by Ampalayo. Manny Victorino to come out. Hand pass going to Ricardo Brown at the corner. He's looking for his open man, and he finds it in Pearson.
Yes, we've got a tight ball game, 18 seconds to go. I'm sure Coach Sonny Jaworski will call a timeout. And yes, we have a timeout. We'll be back.
So 18 seconds to go, 93 all. Jaworski on the inbound. He wants to execute this safely. And Terry Saldana meeting the pass now. The Big J looking at the time, 13 seconds to go. We may go into overtime, depending on what happens next. 7 seconds to go. Here's a shift by the Big J and a drive. It is going to be on overtime.
What a game, partner. What a game.
93 all. Robert Jaworski, Terry Saldana, Ampalayo will be jumping with Manny Victorino. Dynamite Loyzaga, and he gets the jump. Francis Arnaiz is the 5th man. Here is the Big J. One pump, a big shot blocked by Carpio. Abe King moves closer. Manny Victorino is there. He turned around. In and out. And Carpio again in the right place at the right time. He's always there for the offensive rebound.
That's it for Ampalayo. If that's his foul, he's going to foul out in this ball game. Yes, Dondon Ampalayo fouls out. So I can just see probably just Mama Real coming in for him. Let's see who assistant coach Rino Salazar. Yes, he picks on Mama Real.
Keep in mind that Mama Real also is carrying 5 personal fouls.
So right off, we've got a disqualification for Ginebra San Miguel.
Ampalayo, 8 points. Made his first 6 in the first quarter. Only a basket in the fourth. Pulled down 8 rebounds. Francis Arnaiz was there. Here is the Big J. 93 all, looking for an opening. And Loyzaga is open. Dynamite.
It's time to do his thing, he says. And Chito gets 2 points from the outside on an assist pass by Sonny Jaworski.
Only the 4th point of Dynamite Loyzaga. He ended regular time with 2 points, 1 each from the line. He had a split. Kept alive by Abe King. Carpio's open below the key. In and out. And Mama Real gets bumped by Abe King. That is his 6th and last. 5.
Yes, 5 personal fouls on Abe King. And
no, I think it is 6, but we will double check that. I think it is 5. The official stat says it is just 5.
Bear in mind also that in overtime play, the team that gets 4 team fouls places itself in penalty. So you're allowed 3 fouls. When you get your 4th, that's penalty time.
Here's the stretch man. Now safety to Francis Arnaiz. Back again to Terry Saldana. Looking for room. No basket. Mama Real is right there. Big basket, and he was fouled.
Abe King.
It probably is Manny Victorino.
Is it?
No, we will double check it. Manny Victorino.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it is Manny Victorino. He leads the ball game.
Either Pingoy will foul out. But as I was saying, Great Taste has a deeper bench, so Coach David Alupan will be able to come up with a substitution. Okay, let's see who it is. It will be Samlani, but that's going to weaken them definitely because Victorino is the starting center for Great Taste. Earlier, Ginebra San Miguel lost Dondon Ampalayo, so it's all squared up now.
It is unfortunate that Manny Victorino is disqualified because of 6 personal fouls. Strong performance from Manny. He's been averaging 21 points. Tonight he's also come up with 21 points and he has pulled down 16 big rebounds. He has improved his average of 9.3 rebounds per game.
And Carpio leaves the ball game. And we see Jimmy Manansala coming in for him. Romulo Mamaril completes his 3-point play, a 5-point lead for Ginebra San Miguel.
Now, Manansala is one player that can score from Rainbow Country. He is very deadly from there. And foul him. The basket counts. We will double check that.
And Francis Arnaiz will get his 6th personal foul, He fouls out of the ball game.
And because of personal fouls, the key players have been dropping like flies. Work the baseline.
So that will be given continuation. Ricky Brown can complete his 3-point play, and there'll be only 2 points behind Ginebra San Miguel. Dante Gonzalgo checks in for Francis Arnaiz.
A big performance also from Francis Arnaiz. 26 points, and he ignited the comeback, hitting 11 out of his 26 in that very crucial 4th quarter. Also pulling down 2 defensive rebounds. Ricardo Brown has done it again. He only had 6 points during the first half and then exploded and ended the regulation time with 24. What a comeback here for the Quick Brown Fox.
3 minutes, 11 seconds remain in the ball game, and there's a foul. Let's see who it's against.
Oh, just Manansala. Down on the floor is Dynamite. Dynamite Loyzaga down on the floor.
So 3 team fouls for Great Taste Coffee. Ginebra San Miguel has 2 team fouls. 1 more for Great Taste will put them in penalty. Ginebra still can afford to foul twice.
Time left here in overtime. Our first one. I say first one because there could be 2. 3 and 10. Back to Robert Jaworski with 5 personal fouls. Here is the stretch man. Abe King doesn't bite. And that was knocked out by Ricardo Brown. 17 seconds, partner.
You read my mind. 17 seconds remain in the shot clock. Game clock 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
Winner of this game assumes solo leadership. Bear in mind that both Great Taste and Ginebra need to win only 2 out of the 3. Big basket.
Terry Saldana again might play a hero's role in tonight's game.
He has outdone himself. 31 big points, and Terry Saldana normally averaging only 20 points per game.
Wow.
On the floor is Manansala. Try to provide that screen. It's one way to do it. Pearson going to Manansala. He can hit from the outside the corner. It's Ricardo Brown. He'll put it up. He was spotted all the way.
Oh, Sonny Jaworski.
Jaworski leaves the ball game because of 6 personal fouls.
Let's see that on slow-mo. I saw Dante Gonzalgo on top of Ricky Brown. I couldn't see Sonny Jaworski. Let's watch Sonny Jaworski there.
Well, Sonny Jaworski leads the ball game with 2 minutes and 36 seconds. The Big J.
Let's see.
8 points, 2 rainbow hits, and 6 rebounds.
This may be the night for Advani or Isaac. Advani is a good point guard. Let's see. Oh no, there's still Joey Marquez, and I think that's the man that Sonny Jaworski is going to go to. Because remember, Chito Loyzaga can still play the point guard role, but as I was saying earlier, it will hurt more for Ginebra. And right now, both Jaworski and Arnaiz have fouled out. For Great Taste Coffee, Manny Victorino is the lone casualty.
Well, Jaworski leaves behind a 4-point lead for Ginebra San Miguel. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Both teams, 3 team fouls, but Ricardo Brown has just been a dream from the free throw line.
Very important, after Ricardo Brown shoots this, Ginebra San Miguel should not play defensive basketball, not because Sonny Jaworski is no longer around, Francis Arnaiz no longer around. They should think about that. They should just play ball and not play to win.
And Loyzaga gets away. 2 minutes and 28 seconds in overtime. Our first one. Ginebra in front by 2.
Excuse me, partner. I made a mistake. Not to lose, rather. I said not to win, not to lose. And Terry Saldana hits 2 points from the left flank.
Well, Terry Saldana, speaking of nothing but win, he's got 33 big points and 7 offensive rebounds. He's also pulled down 6 defensive rebounds.
That time there was a good double team thrown up by Ginebra San Miguel on Ricardo Brown.
Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes.
The basket does not count. The basket will not count. There's a foul before that. It's going to go against Samlani.
Yes, good call by referee Tim Cruz there. Then in slow-mo we'll see. Okay, there's the fake, the foul. But then Mamaril, I think, waited just a bit too long there. A second late. So good call by referee Cruz.
A minute and 54. And we have a timeout. A minute and 54 to go. And Coach Baby De Lupan has used up 1 timeout here in overtime. Abby King keeping an eye on the stretch man. Terry Saldana has exploded with 33 big points. He's at the wings.
Bear in mind, Abby King has got 5 personal fouls.
Dynamite. Amaril keeping it alive for the Ginebras. They get another 25 seconds. A minute and 30 to go. Ricardo Brown keeping an eye on Dynamite Loyzaga. Marquez, fresh from the bench. Here's Dante Gonzalgo making his move. Difficult shot. Mamaril is there. He'll put it up. Short. Loose ball. Picked up by Mamaril. They dive. And they crowd him. And everybody's there. And the fans are on their feet. Tremendous intensity.
Nice shot by a cameraman there, getting that picture. And you can see the intensity of both teams wanting to win tonight's ball game, and both teams get a rousing cheer from the crowd, a rousing applause here because they're giving us good basketball. The slow-mo there, Mamaril again going for the board. There's the loose board, the loose ball, and we'll see.
Manansala not giving up. And right now, we have a timeout. Mamaril at 6'6", and Manansala at 5'10".
Let's see if Ginebra San Miguel can get that ball, because Great Taste might just change men, rotate their men right now. The rebound, yes, and jump ball.
Good positioning by Carpio. Quickly now to Pearson. He comes up with a big basket. Shot block by Dante Gonzalgo. Down on the floor and picked up safely by Mamaril. Quickly now, lead pass going to Marquez. He will do a one-hander. And Everson top by 6. A minute, 52 seconds to go.
We've got a timeout right now by Coach Baby De Lupan. Rebound by Gonzalgo, I think it was. But watch Mamaril, he's going to get the ball. Gonzalgo doesn't want to give up. Hustle again in the part. There, Mamaril the ball, he's going to give up a pass to Chito. Chito to Dante Gonzalgo for the 2 points. A nice piece of action there caught by our cameras. Or rather, Joey Marquez, excuse me.
That was a very quick reaction coming from Dynamite Loyzaga. He saw that Joey Marquez was on his motorbike on second gear and getting his first 2 points tonight here in overtime, and he just saw action for the very first time because of the disqualified Robert Jaworski, and that placed Ginebra San Miguel in front by 6, 104 to 98. Ginebra San Miguel, 52 seconds frozen.
You know, they would freeze. So Chito, a more experienced player, gave that assist pass.
Not Dynamite. Eddie Saldana trying to reach in for a possible steal, but the coffee makers will keep. 50 seconds to go. It's a 6-point lead by Ginebra San Miguel on the matchup here. Loyzaga covering Pearson. Marquez on Manansala. Abiking on the outside. Here's Ricardo Brown. He can hit you from Rainbow Country. He puts it up. Big basket.
Yes, sir. What a shot by Ricky Brown. 42 seconds remaining. A foul given up by Ricky Brown. That's a good ploy. Chito will go to the line for 2. They'll have to do that now because they don't want Ginebra San Miguel to kill the time. That's a gamble being taken by Coach Baby Dalupan, and I guess all coaches would do that at this stage.
Only the second personal foul of Ricardo Brown. Here is Chito Dynamite Loyzaga. He is 87% from the free throw line here in this double round semifinals. Full of concentration. Dynamite makes the first one. .105, 101 right now. There is Saldana. Miguel is there. He was fouled the first time. He tried to follow it up. It is going to go against Abe King. Abe King is the second coffee maker to be disqualified. 38 seconds to go.
That's right, problem, Parker. And a big play here in overtime by Romulo Mamaril, controlling the boards alongside Terry Saldana. So even if Mamaril hasn't really been scoring, he is another hero for San Miguel tonight, Ginebra San Miguel, because he's gotten about 4 offensive rebounds. Big game by him tonight.
He has pulled down 14 big rebounds, 7 and 7. A little bit too strong on the first one. Ginebra's right now trailing by 4 points. That could disappear if Ricardo Brown scores again from Rainbow Country. Mamaril, they need 1 from him. 38 seconds to go. He makes it. Here is the quick bound Fox. Tailgating in Sandy Gonzalgo. He gets away. He'll take it from Rainbow Country.
Wow! What a hand by Ricky Brown. 2 straight 3-point shots, and it's now only a 2-point game, 104 to 106. And nobody guarded Chito Loyzaga. He's fouled again by Ricky Brown. He'll go to the stripe. Mental laps there, and the players in great tape. Nobody covered that lane, and Chito Loyzaga again, the experienced player that is watching there. Okay, there is. Give me the lane. I'm going to go in.
And this really was what made Ricardo Brown soar. He was talking to himself, addressing it to his teammates and saying, where was the switch? I had to really go and brace Chito Loyzaga. Okay, now he's got to take it from the free throw line, and that's a lot of pressure. But he's been there before. Dynamite.
Well, Chito Loyzaga has been coming up for a great day for Ginebra San Miguel, especially in overtime and 4th periods. He likes to score during the crucial part of the game. He makes 2.
25 seconds to go, and we have an infraction on the inbound. Carpio stepped on the line. His body.
Actually, the ball hit his body before it went out. So that's a turnover, a crucial one if you ask me. 25 seconds to go, 4-point lead for Ginebra San Miguel.
Watch how it happened again on this slow-mo.
There he'll give it, and then there, when he went in, the ball hitting his body.
So the story unfolds with fouls being committed by the coffee makers and points coming from the free throw line. It is now Marquez. 24 seconds to go. Marquez, the man behind the iron mask. Steady as he goes. It's a 6-point lead. Ricardo Brown. And he gets tagged by Marquez. 22 seconds to go.
Okay, no.
Great pace, trailing by 6.
No two shots there for Ricky Brown, partner, because they just put themselves in penalty now. So they'll have to just play good defense and let them get the 2 points if they wanted the 3-point shot. 22 seconds remain in the game.
Here is Carpio. Ricardo Brown. They're really crowding him. He puts it up. And he stepped on the sideline. We have a turnover. They really pressed on Ricardo Brown. They did not give him an inch. They know that they could be hurt by Ricardo Brown. He's pressing on Tito Loyzaga.
Well, that's a sign of a true sportsman. Ricky Brown never giving up. There he gets the steal.
4 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go. A split second to go. A victory for Ginebra San Miguel. Here it comes. Ginebra San Miguel claims solo leadership with 3 victories and 1 defeat. They beat Great Face by 4 points, 110 to 106.